What's up, guys? So this reading is going to be for each and every one of the zodiac signs. I would tell you to look at your sun, your moon, and your rising sign videos because it may give you a more full picture about the information that's coming forward or what energies you'll be dealing with this coming week. Also, keep in mind, I do know the volume is a little bit murky on the video that's going to follow, so you may have to adjust your volume or use earbuds for better listening quality. I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak, so we'll just let it go on. Just make sure to know that you may have to turn your volume up through this particular video. Thank you guys so much for your support being here with me today, and without further ado, let's move on. I'm going to go through each of the zodiac signs. I'm going to pull one astrology card and one oracle card. This is just to give a quick overview of the energy. It will not be a story, just so you know. So if you're coming here for a story, you're not going to get a story. You're going to get a subject matter, basically, okay, of what's going to be expected for this upcoming week. So let's start with Aries. What's going to be happening for Aries this week? What will be the focus for Aries this week? Aries. I just woke up from a nap, so I'm nappy right now. Nappy? Funny I say that. Meaning I look like crap because I've been asleep. Nappy. Aries. All right. Is it that one? Let's see. Pisces. You got the Pisces card. So Aries, you may be dealing with a Piscean person, or this could have to do with Piscean traits. Okay, let me write this down before I forget, because I'm going to use this going forward. So it says this energy is wistful, endlessly loving, compassionate, and forgiving. It also confuses, softens, resolve. I totally screwed that up. If what I meant to say is it confuses and softens, resolve. So this is talking about loving, compassionate, forgiving energy that can sometimes be confusing, but at the same time helps the energy to be more compassionate. So there may be a situation where there needs to be more compassion, or I also think of Pisces as the 12th house, which could be that you're going to be examining things that have been hidden, things from the past, any kind of thing like that. Or you just may be dealing with a Pisces person. The overall feeling, though, is more the energy of, like I said, the love and compassionate energy. All right. So we got the Pisces card for you. Let's see what oracle card comes out with that. Aries this week. One card for Aries this week. Well, that's like 17 cards. We're not going to do that. All right, one card for Aries this week. One card for Aries this week. That one came out. Oh, wow. So some of you may be going on vacation with a Piscean person or a Sagittarius person. This also can be some of you having a romance with a Piscean person. If this is not the case, the combination of these two is a need to be more compassionate. And also to not take yourself so seriously is how I want to interpret this for Aries. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to say about these cards. I'm trying to show them to you, but at the same time, I kind of need to look at them. So I'm going to take them down in just a second. If you're not going on vacation with a Pisces or a Sagittarius person, it could also be a Virgo person. Again, it doesn't have to be a vacation. For some of you, there could be health issues as it relates to the feet. What else? I have to really be able to concentrate on this, so forgive me. There will be lapses where I'm just like quiet. Some of you also, it may be that you need to be more compassionate in the bedroom. And again, that's not going to be everybody. I'm giving you all of the interpretations that I'm getting from this. Some of you may go away on like a private weekend with somebody, a romantic partner. Yeah, that's the main thing that I'm getting. I think Pisces energy really gets me on that whole, like, it's deep energy, deep, deep, deep energy. So you may be feeling deeply romantic about someone, or maybe you're getting involved in like much deeper topics, or maybe this is a spiritual getaway of some sort. There's a possibility that for some of you, this could be water related. Doesn't have to be. All right, I think I'm going to let that go because I'm just going to do like a short thing here. For some of you, there may also, you know, I kind of get water feeling from this all over. But again, it doesn't have to be water. It can just be, because water expresses emotion. Maybe it's a way to show your emotions to someone here. Or it's talking about the need to be more open as it relates to your emotions. Okay. And then I'm going to pause the camera and I'm going to go on to the next sign so that I can write these down and have them ready for the next part of the reading. Okay, guys. So I just cleared the energy of the cards and wrote down the information that I got from this Aries reading. We're going to move on to Taurus now. That one wants to come out. Taurus, for you, we have the 11th house. So there may be something that's coming to fruition. This could be like a wish come true, something that you had wished for, hoped for. If it's not that, then this is talking about your community, your groups of friends, your networks, who you associate yourself with. These things might be coming into the forefront for you. So let me write this down. The 11th house. And it says, this is where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. So there could be get together with friends. Also, if it's not some sort of wish fulfillment that comes through, or maybe you're getting involved in some sort of, maybe it's a birthday party or some sort of social gathering here. Could be any of that. But the 11th house to me talks about not your computer network, your network, who you associate yourself with. So I'm thinking that's where yours is going. Let's see what comes up in the Oracle card deck for you. Get a clarification for Taurus, and this is for this coming week. Get a clarification for Taurus. Clarify this 11th house for Taurus. Yep, a partnership. So maybe you get wish fulfillment as it relates to some sort of partnership, or maybe this is just talking about, you know, that you're coupling up with people, or you're going to a social event and you partner with someone in this social event, or make a new partnership through this social event. It can also just be agreements that are reached. But this is a very social, very social. Hold on, let me put this down. Partnership. And it's, oh, let me take that over there. Let me make sure I can read this. Some of you, so let's just say the 11th house is Aquarius. So maybe you got wish fulfillment, or this is about a partnership that you had with an Aquarian person. For others, it could be something to do with a Cancerian person. Some of you may have gotten wish fulfillment regarding a Cancerian person, or some of you may find some sort of social action or social occasion with a Cancerian person. So I've got Cancer and Aquarius that may be involved in this, whatever this is. But again, the 11th house is all about who you associate yourself with. And then this is talking about your partnerships. So this may come into focus. Your partnerships with people, how you, okay, wishes, luck, friends, social occasions, and partnerships. I'm just going to leave it at that. And again, like I said, we have the focus potentially on Aquarius and or Cancer people. I'm also going to say, looking at the Oracle card, this is another one of those things where you may find out, or someone may find this out about you, that somebody was a wolf in sheep's clothing. And I say this because of the picture in the card. I'll explain that in a minute, but what else do I want to say? For some of you, this, if it's about a friend, which the 11th house is the house of friends, if it's the house of friends, it may be that one of you finds out that the other was only using the other for stability. In that bad aspect. In the good aspect, you may get wish fulfillment as it relates to a Cancerian or an Aquarian person. I'm repeating myself, aren't I? I'm just going to leave it at the more general knowledge here of there may be something that comes to light as it relates to, or you may be dealing with issues as it relates to your friends, your networks, your communities, and how you work with other people. You understand what I mean by that? Like, how do you work with people? Not just do you relate with people, how do you relate with people? All right. And now we're going to move on to Gemini. All right, guys. So this part of the reading is going to be for Gemini. And for Gemini, let's see what comes up. I already cleansed the deck before I started here. I paused the camera to do that. I feel like I want to take, I don't know if that's it. I'm gonna leave that because I don't really feel it, to be honest with you. Let me see. Though some of you could be dealing with a Virgo person. But unless that comes out, I'm not picking that. And they just wanted me to see it. Okay, that one turned sideways. Okay. The card you got was Leo. All right, I'm going to be honest with you. Looking at this picture, have you been too prideful in some aspect of your life? You also could be dealing with a Leo person. This is a very social energy, but I you know, for some of you, it's just going to be social. But my worry, because my first thing was I felt arrogance. So, and I don't mean that in a mean way, but sometimes we get too proud. We think we know everything or something like that. So be careful about that kind of energy. It says this energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. Yeah, so this is going to be about issues of self-worth, how you deal with things that are ultimately challenging to your social image. I feel like I could be wrong. And it involves maybe a Leo person for some of you. If not, maybe it just governs your Leo traits. The Leo house is the 5th house. So it could also be something about a pridefulness as it relates to a situation with children, a romantic partner, or within creative projects. Okay. See what comes out. Let's clarify. I don't need an oracle card to clarify this week for Gemini. Clarify this Leo card this week for Gemini. Okay, we've got the exhaustion card. Maybe there's a romance that has grown or expired in some way, or a situation involving a child that, you know, the situation is expiring or ending. Maybe a creative project is ending. But this also could be talking about trying so hard to maintain an image that it's leaving you in a state of exhaustion. Okay, so that's the cards that I got for you. Let me write this down. Sorry, I'm a little awkward. I'm not used to doing the readings this way, so it's going to take me a little bit to get used to it that way. 26th card. 6 and 2. Okay, so this could be about an ending, a transformation, or shared resources like the will, inheritance, or settlement. But I'm going to say there's prideful energy as it relates to creativity, romance, or children. I just heard the word crisis. I don't know what that means. I wasn't trying to do that. Okay, hold on. There's some sort of situation that's going to end there, though. Some situation is going to end there, potentially. If it's not ending, it's just talking about how, again, you're allowing your social image to exhaust you. That's the overall feeling. 6 plus 2 being 8. The signs would be Leo and or Scorpio. So there may be a situation involving a Leo that ends, or a situation with a Scorpio that ends, or this could be the stuff I already mentioned. I'm not going to say it again. I'm so bad about that. I try to over-explain myself. For some of you, this is a situation that happened in the past, but maybe pride wouldn't let you let something die. Okay? So let's move on to Cancer. All right, guys, this one's going to be for Cancer. I cleansed the deck before we started already, as I had the camera paused. So let's see what energy is coming up this week for Cancer. What energy is coming up for the Cancerian people this week? What energy is coming up for the Cancerian people this week? I don't know if that's it or not. Yeah. Cancerians, you've got the 7th house. The 7th house is the house of relationships, close one-on-one relationships. It's also associated with Libra, so there may be something going on with a Libra person for some of you. It says this is the area of your life that is about long-term significant partners, romantic partners, business partners, or family partnerships. It could be any of that. So, you know, this wouldn't be casual acquaintances. This would be close one-on-one relationships. Okay. So it's saying that's where your focus is going to be this week. Let's see if I can get a clarifying card for you. Can I get a clarification for this 7th house card for the Cancerian people this week, please? Cancer people this week. Cancerian people this week, please. All of a sudden I'm getting hungry. Figures. Okay, there we go. Okay, so some of you may be having a tough week this week as it relates to your relationships, close one-on-one relationships. Like I said, this talks about romantic, business, and family. So it could be any of those. There may be some issues with that. Specifically with a Libra person or another... oh, I'm sorry. This also could be... I'm trying to think how I want to say this. It could be that you have some sort of close one-on-one relationship that is hidden. It could involve a Libra and or maybe a Pisces person. So there may be something here about a hidden partnership with one of these people, or involving one of these people. But overall, I'm going to show you the cards. I should have been doing this all along. Overall, the feeling that I get here is relationship issues, to be honest with you. I want to make sure I write these numbers correctly or where I can read them. What else do I want to say? This also can talk about your subconscious workings as it relates to close one-on-one relationships. That may be a focus for you this week. For some of you, this is specifically your marriage. That's not going to be everybody, but for some of you, it is going to be specifically your marriage. In an aspect like this is very possible. It could be that someone, either you or the other person, cheats, or it's about how you relate to your partner. For some of you, it won't be cheating. Some of you, it's about how you relate to your partner or how your partner relates to you on a subconscious level. Also, there could be something coming up from the past, or again, that things that were hidden. Boundarylessness could be something that's going to cause some issues, or, it could be something like that. All right. Let's go on to Leo. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Moving on. I had to go get a drink. This is the great thing about PausCam. If you've never used PausCam during your broadcast, I'm sure there's better ones out there. But it's very helpful for me so that I can take a break and get that drink when I need it. Because in the regular broadcast, I can't do that without leaving you here in complete silence. So wasting your time with dead air, and I don't want to do that if I can help it. So Leo, what's coming up for you this week? The card for you came out quickly. What was that? Scorpio. Are you dealing with a Scorpio person this week? Or is it that you're dealing with something from like the underworld type of energy? The underworld is not a bad thing. The underworld is just a different way of doing things that's not common. Therefore, it can be considered taboo. It says this energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. So there may be something coming up with, those types of energies, secretive type of energies, things that are beneath the surface. This is also another, this is common to the Piscean energy, but this is more on the darker, more taboo side of things. And when I say darker, it's not all about love the world kind of thing. This is going deep into the psyche, the dirty parts, like the depths of the psyche. So there may be something going on with you for that. Let me just put Scorpio. All right, so I'll have a context for this. I got the word forgiveness. So there may be something as it relates to a Scorpio person where they need to forgive you or you need to forgive them about something that may be kind of taboo or non-traditional. It feels like deep psychological kind of issues, okay? I also kind of get the feeling, the eighth house. The eighth house is endings, transformations, rebirth. Again, the underworld. So you could be dealing with those types of topics this week. Let's see what else we have. I'm going to draw one oracle card to go with this. And let's see what comes up for Leo for this week. May I please have an oracle card for Leo this week? I felt like it was one of these two. Okay. It came up with these two. There could be something as it relates to work for some of you, or your career, or your public reputation. There could also be a Capricorn involved for some, and we also have Scorpio again. So it's very likely that some of you are dealing with Scorpio, but also can be a Capricorn. But there's something here about, this could potentially be an affair or some sort of deep psychological issues as it relates to sexuality. And because we have the context of Scorpio, the underworld, this may be something that was hidden as it relates to sex or affairs, how you persuade other people in your direction, or this can be somebody around you too, to be fair, okay? But the feeling with this card always is, stuff coming up from the past, things, the hidden, being lifted to the surface. And it might be something that is difficult for you or for someone around you. All right. And that may be, a deciding factor of how people are going to play with you this week. So again, we may be dealing with work issues for Leo people. We may be dealing, some of you may have a transition to your work. Either your work may end, or there may be a rebirth as it relates to work, or maybe you just transform your duties for some of you. But with that seduction card in there, again, that's not going to be for everybody. This could be talking about how you persuade others or how others try to persuade you. And maybe going deeper into the psychological side of your psyche and really examining that this week. I heard the word fiscal. So there may be something financial also involved. Well, the Capricorn card is the 10th house and it is career, so that would be fiscal. So this definitely could be, something like that. Yeah. I tell you, be very careful if you've had an affair at work. This might come to light for some of you. But I don't think that's the case for most of you. I think it's more about taboo sexual issues that may affect your public reputation, though it can be at work. And for some of you, there may be a transition because of sex or sexuality. I don't know exactly what that means. So, but I don't really want to go too deep into these cards. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go. And then I'm going to move on to Virgo. Okay. Okay. So I cleared the cards again. Let's go to Virgo. Let's see what topics that Virgo might be dealing with this week. Guys, I need to also say, I should have said that in every video. Just because I tell you a certain zodiac sign doesn't mean it has to be with that zodiac sign. I'm just telling you it's possible that you may be interacting with that zodiac sign when I pull them. All right, so Virgo, let's go with the topic for Virgo. What is going to be the topic for Virgo this week? That one. The 12th house. So, who else got that? I thought somebody else got that. I guess not. The 12th house is the hidden, the past, the subconscious, that kind of thing. Psychological house for me is the way that I look at it. The 12th house is a house that's not easy to deal with. This kind of like makes us face the reality of situations, how we may be our own self undoing, that kind of energy. The 12th house also is associated with Pisces, so there may be some relevance as it relates to a Piscean person. Also, Piscean traits have to do with unconditional love, boundarylessness, illusion, delusion, any of those kind of things. Could spirituality, psychic abilities, there could be something going on as it relates to that. I'm not going to try to pinpoint this until we go further with the oracle card. But the 12th house, like I said, is the hidden, the past, the subconscious, that kind of thing. So there may be something as it relates to that. Some of you may be dealing with a Piscean person. It doesn't have to be. It says this is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause or a greater power. So it makes you, I feel like this is a part, Virgo, where you have to face yourself, so to speak. Okay. All right. Let's go on to the clarifier card. What's the clarifier card? Can you tell me, please, give me a card for Virgo this week? A card for Virgo this week. That kind of felt like it wanted to go out. Okay. For some of you, this could have something to do with a hidden affair also. We're getting a lot of affair cards. And that is the Virgo card. So maybe you had a hidden affair with a Piscean person or with another Virgo person. It doesn't have to be any of those signs, but I'm just giving you the signs that are kind of showing up with the numbers. This kind of does feel like a hidden romance, but it also could be that you're hiding how you feel about somebody, to be quite honest. I mean, like for instance, say that you like have great love for somebody, but you're not showing them that you have this great love for them. It can be that as well. I kind of feel like this is talking about needing to love yourself as well. Let me write this down. You've got the love card. Love. And it's this one. Okay. So there's two aspects to that one. That's basically what I get right off the bat for Virgo people. For some of you, there's going to be something that's going to be in your focus as it relates to a hidden romance, or hidden work even, because the 6th house can be that. Be careful with your health, because the 6th house can also talk about health issues. So watch out for hidden health issues. Be on the lookout, potentially something about hidden love or hidden affairs may come to the focus. Pisces people, Virgo people may come to the forefront for you. Again, like I said, on the lighter side, it can just be that you really have some love for somebody, and it's, something that maybe you haven't spoken. And I'm going to leave it at that. And next we're going to go on to Libra. Okay, so for Libra, let's see what the topic of this week will be for you. This is a maybe. Obviously, it's not going to be the same for every Libra person. But what's the topic for Libras this week? What is the topic for Libras this week? Topic for Libras for this week, please. Oh my goodness, it doesn't want to come up. I kind of feel like it's that one. We're going to see. Aquarius. Aquarius. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius person. Let me just write this down. So for Aquarius, to me, it's talking about, it's a freedom-loving card. It's if it's not freedom, it's detachment from something here. It also can talk about future-forward thinking, okay? When I think of Aquarius, I think of non-traditional many, many times. Things that are different than the norm. So there may be something about, it says, this energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So maybe you are having more of a need to release yourself from some sort of situation. You're needing freedom. Maybe you're feeling more rebellious, more idealistic, or something like that. But also the Aquarius card can talk about the global, like the focus being more on the group than on the individual. Okay, so there may be something coming up with that if it's not an Aquarius person that you're going to be dealing with. What else do I want to say? Aquarius is the 11th house. So the 11th house is all about friends, networks, community. It can also be about wishes coming true. All of these things would be, in my opinion, more in a non-traditional way. Okay, dealing with the Aquarius card. But, you know, we'll see as we move forward. Let's draw a card for Libra this week. All right. Libra. I'm going to get the card for Libra this week. That kind of felt like that was it. Okay. Libra, you may have a disagreement with an Aquarius person this week, or potentially a Leo person this week, or both. For others, if it doesn't have anything to do with these specific zodiac signs, there may be a situation where there's going to be a dispute as it relates to, how do I say this? Something social in nature that goes against the grain. It goes against the norm. So it could be that. There could also be a situation where you or someone else has detached themselves for reasons of the better good. There also could be a situation where you have a child that does not do things in a traditional way, and that may be causing you to feel disputed. This also could be happening in a creative project. Maybe there's a creative project and somebody kind of goes out there to you, like it's too much for you, right? It can be that. What else? So creative project, something with children. Oh, a romantic partner. Also maybe a romantic partner that wants to get a little freaky, you know, and you're not really sure how to handle that. There may be disputes as it relates to that. What else do I want to say? This may be something where there's a compromise needed that, you know, in relationships or whatever this is, because I don't really know. I don't have a way of knowing who this is or what this is specifically. But maybe there's something that needs to find that joy and warm heart feeling energy for things that are not traditional. Or maybe even having issues. Maybe you have issues letting somebody have their freedom. Or somebody's having issues with giving you your freedom. There's so many different interpretations looking at all of this. Some of you may be upset, or someone may be upset with you about being rebellious or idealistic or technological, you know. I'm just giving all these different things. Some of you, you may be, there could be something about a concert, because if you see in this picture, there's a concert. So maybe you're upset about a concert. I don't know what that would be about. Maybe you don't get to go to the concert that you wanted to go to. Yeah. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to say that there may be some sort of disputes as it relates to someone's freedom, someone's rebelliousness, someone's idealistic self, someone's technological self, and we're just going to leave it at that, okay? So that's the theme that's coming up for you this week, and now we're going to move on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what's coming up for you this week. I've cleared the cards again on camera. What's going on for Scorpio this week, please? What's going on for Scorpio this week? The first house. How you see yourself and how others see you is what this talks about. So there may be things coming to the forefront about how you see yourself or how others see you. Let me write this down. The first house would be the house of Aries. For some of you, you could be dealing with an Aries person. Let me write this down. First house. All right. So maybe there's issues about how you see a Scorpio person or how a Scorpio person sees you. Could be that. If not, it's just you, period. What kind of impression are you giving off to people is the question with the first house, okay? Let's go in with an oracle card. Maybe that will help clarify this. All right, Scorpio. One card for Scorpio this week. I felt like there was one that was in there, but so many came out, I don't want to do that. I just want one card. Scorpio, please. One card for this week for Scorpio. There it is. Caution. This is the number 7 card, so there also could be something about a Libra person, how they perceive you, or how you perceive them also. So we're looking at Scorpio. Libra may be relevant, may not be, doesn't have to be. But this is talking about, because I've got the number 7. The number 7 is the 7th house of close one-on-one relationships. So this is how you see yourself and how others see you as it relates to close one-on-one relationships. Some of you are very fearful. There may be some fears that come up around this week. You may be needing some guidance, or maybe you're talking to somebody about, you know what, I don't want to come off as this way, or I don't want to come off as that way. So how do I present myself in the way that I see myself, rather than the way people perceive me? Or, you know what I mean? It can be anything like that. It also can be, you know, there's a realization that comes to you that, you know what, I have been a little over aggressive, or I've been letting people step all over me. It could be either side of that coin with these two cards. What else? There may be situations where you're letting how you will be seen by people in close one-on-one relationships dictate and cause you to live in a state of discomfort or dis-ease. This may be coming to the forefront for this week. Yeah, I think I'll just say some of you just may be like really cautious about, you know, I just want to look my best when I go out this week, and maybe that's your focus this week. But it feels more intentional about your energy, being more intentional about your energy and how you move forward as it relates to your close one-on-one relationships. This may be coming to the forefront this week. So I'm going to just leave that as your reading for this week. It's a short reading, but still. It feels more analytical. Like how, again, this could be you, or this could be these other people. It could be you. It could be an Aries person, a Libra person, or you yourself. It feels very analytical, you know, whether you're judging yourself too much or somebody else is being very judgy of you. All right. So I'm going to move on now to Sagittarius. Just a second. All right. And now we're moving on to Sagittarius people. The energy for this week. Again, this will not be for every Sagittarius person, but this may be yours. It may not be. What is the energy for the Sagittarius people this week? The energy for Sagittarius. Sagittarius, please. Okay. I wasn't going to... Oh, Sagittarius. You got Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. The thorn in your side, that lesson that you have to... It seems like you can never really fully resolve, or it's very difficult to resolve. Could be something like that. This also is associated with Aries. So some of you may be dealing with an Aries person this week. Let me write this down. This says your healing power, your empathy, and your ability to teach or learn remedies. You can take that as you will. Chiron to me is the hard lesson of your life. That one thing that always seems to snare us, right? I would tell you, if you know about astrology, you might look and see where Chiron is in your chart. It might give you a hint as to where this would relate potentially. Or you can even look and see where Chiron is right now, which is in Aries, so it still would be in Aries. Anyway, I just totally duped myself right there. So yeah, look and see where your Aries house is in your chart if you choose to do that. You might be focusing more on that house. And again, I wouldn't do this unless you already know a little bit about astrology. Some wounds that need to be healed. Sagittarius is going to come to the forefront for you. So maybe something that's a little bit difficult to face. What do we have for a clarifier for Sagittarius? For some of you looking at that card, there could be father-son issues also. Teaching your children the ropes, so to speak. Could be something about that. But usually for Chiron, that's kind of the way that I see it. It's that wound that's difficult to heal. All right, let's see. Clarify the energy for Sagittarius this week. All right, I'm not going to count this one, but it came up. It didn't fall out. But this one was turned right side up. Mystery. So some of you may be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancerian person. I would say that as more like a moon type of card. That's why I say that. But when I look at this one, it feels like there's some sort of wound that you've dealt with. And so you've intentionally kept the situation vague, not wanting to deal with it. I am going to go ahead and take this, actually. It feels right, so I'm going to leave it. What was this? The 38 mystery. This also could deal with an Aquarius person for some of you. Just going by the numbers. These zodiac signs, they're people that, you know, it can deal with these people, but it doesn't have to be. It can be outside of these people. But if I were to guess signs here, there's Aries, Aquarius, and or Pisces or Cancer. Okay? But there's some sort of situation, some wound that needs to be healed, that you've been trying to keep it very vague. Maybe about some sort of friendship, or if it's not about some sort of friendship, it's a wound that you don't want to heal because you got wish fulfillment out of keeping the situation vague. So that's coming up for you this week. Can also talk about Sagittarius. You may have issues. Your wound, your soul wound, is not being able to deal effectively with things when you don't know or can't prove every detail. Maybe it puts you in a state of frozenness, inaction, maybe keeps you in a loop. It could be something like that for some of you. Some of you also may have hurt a friend in the process. That's not going to be all. I'm just giving you all the different possibilities. Not all of these are going to be yours. All right, I'm also going to say to you that there's a situation here where you have the ability to heal a situation through empathy and to teach and learn lessons through something that's been going on with you. But you're not taking the opportunities because you're wanting to keep the situation vague rather than using it as a lesson, right? So there could be something like that. All right, so let's move on now to Capricorn. All right, so now we're on to Capricorn. Let's see what the energy is for Capricorn. This may be your energy, it may not be. But let's just see what comes up. What is the energy for Capricorn this week? Virgo. Capricorn, this is talking about practical matters. This could be work-related, health-related, tangible things, how you make money. It could be anything like that. So I look at Virgo as the house of work. I look at Virgo as the house of how you make money and also of health again, okay? Also, there could be a Virgo person of great significance in your life. So there could be something with that. So I'm going to write this down. And we're going to get a clarifier. So some of you may be dealing with a Virgo person. Maybe it's a Virgo person at work, or maybe a Virgo that you get money from. Or maybe a Virgo that's having a health issue. Again, or this all can be you. Some of you could be dealing with health health issues too, is what I was trying to say. Let's see. Capricorn, please. There we go. Capricorn, you're trying to control a situation as it relates to work or as it relates to health. Interesting. Okay. I've seen this in other readings, so I'm not going to back down from this. This could be a workplace affair that may be coming to the forefront this week. You're trying to control that something like that happened. Hold on. Let me just write this down real quick, so that way I can actually focus on the cards. All right. So the other card that I got here was, what is it? Command. And that's always telling me there's something about a boss, a public figure, a CEO, an Aries, a father figure, somebody in authority. So there could be something as it relates to someone in authority at work, or that you get money from, or that's having a health issue for some. But there also could be things coming up as it relates to, hold on, Leo people. So there could be Leo, Virgo, Aries. These are all signs that I see that could be potentially in your scope this week. Maybe there's a Virgo person trying to control a situation as it relates to a Leo, or an affair, or what else do I want to say? Creative project, or a child. Okay. So that may be something that's coming up. Or it could be the Virgo person doing this, or it could be you. I'm just putting all these different things out there for you. I think something's going to happen as it relates to a work situation that you're trying to control. I think that's basically what's coming up. And it's going to have to do, like I said, with children, creativity, or romance. It could also have to do with Virgo, Aries, Leo. Or this could just be the boss, like I said, or some authority figure of some sort. Okay. So it's talking about being more tangible as it relates to how you control situations. So how you go about controlling issues at work, or how you make money or receive money, might be coming into question, or might be a focus this week. So let's move on. We're going to move on to Aquarius. All right, so now we're moving on to Aquarius. Let's see what energy the cards are showing might be coming up for you this week. All right, Aquarius for this week, please. Aquarius this week. Aquarius this week. Okay, I feel like that one. Leo. Aquarius, you may be dealing with a Leo person or with pride. That's the overall feeling I get. Also, the Leo house is the 5th house. So this could be about, my brain is going blank. Children, creativity, romance. So there could be something going on with that. But I'm getting the feeling of pride also. There may be issues that you're going to have to confront that you may have been prideful about as it relates to those topics, the creativity, romance, children, those kind of topics. It says this energy is flamboyant, dramatic, proud, passionate. It focuses on the importance of self-belief. So anyway, A Leo person may be of great significance. They may not be, but the Leo traits are. So you can think about Leo traits as what I just said. They have a big heart, but they also, on the shadow side, can be also very egoic, maybe, or prideful. All right, so let's see what comes up for Aquarius for this week. What's going on for Aquarius this week? Okay, so there may be something about a Leo person's partnership that you may be dealing with this week, or pride within partnerships, your place within a partnership, maybe even. It could be that. What card number is this? Number 4. So some of you, it could have something to do with a partnership between a Leo person and a Cancerian person. If not, this talks about, like I said, having this prideful energy as it relates to partnerships and your place within relationships. The need to find the balance in that, because there may be issues as it relates to that for you. Let me write this down while I'm thinking about it. Let's see, number 31, partnership. I'm going to use this moving forward in the other readings. That's why I'm doing this way. Oh, I didn't write down the... Oh, that's okay. Again, this could be you or somebody that you're dealing with. Does not have to even be these signs. But there's something about pride within relationships, or being prideful about a relationship. Also, it could be oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Believing in yourself as it relates to relationships. Could go on both sides. It could be that you're overly flamboyant when it comes to the relationships and you completely take them over. Or this may be, you know, like getting the courage to step up in a partnership for some of you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Honestly, what I'm saying is, like I said, finding your place within a relationship and finding that right balance. That's really the feeling that I get more so than anything. But again, there may be something going on with a Leo or a Cancerian person. There may be pride issues involved. Also, something as it relates to affecting someone's stability. There could be a Leo or a Cancerian person that's being prideful about a partnership because of their stability issues, or their family, maybe their family name, for instance. You know, it could be that. Either way, I'm just going to say this is all about, you know, how you balance yourself within relationships, especially when it comes to family. Like family agreements, or just like family living situations. It could even be that. Okay, I'm just going to let that go now. All right, we're going to move on to Pisces. All right, Pisces. So let's see what the energy is going to be for you this week. Pisces, please. What's the energy for Pisces this week? It might be that one. I don't know. I'm going to wait until I feel it, though. Some of you, I saw the Virgo card, so some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. But I just didn't feel like that was the card. I didn't feel it. Pisces. What's going on for Pisces this week? What is the subject of Pisces this week? People, Piscean people. What will Piscean people be dealing with this week? What will Piscean people be dealing with this week? Okay, that one does. Piscean people, the 12th house, that is your house, the hidden, the subconscious, the past. there could be something that relates to that. This also can be the house of undoing, in my opinion, meaning how are you self-sabotaging yourself? So you may be very much focusing on this. There also may be, it may just be you, or this may also involve some other Pisces for some of you. But yeah, how are you, or how are you self-sabotaging? That's going to be the focus for you. And it also can be, like I said, things from the past or things that were hidden that may be of focus for you this week. Let's follow up with an oracle card. Pisces for this week, please. One card for Pisces. One card for Pisces for this week. One card for Pisces for this week. One card for Pisces for this week. Oh, the 12th house, the hidden, the past, the self-undoing, right? And then next to that is honesty. So Pisces, this definitely has a feeling of some sort of truth coming out. Let me write these down while I'm at it. We've got the 12th house. And we have honesty. And this may be involving a Libra person because there's the number 7, or this could be that somebody tells the truth about a hidden marriage or a close one-on-one relationship. There may be something coming out about that or a focus on that. Yeah. So the cards are showing the signs of Pisces and Libra. The 12th house, like I said, the past, the hidden, the self-undoing. Honesty is something, you know, the honesty, like I said, that makes it sound like, you know, it may also be that you are having to be honest with yourself, how you self-sabotage as it relates to close one-on-one relationships. It could involve a Libra person for some of you. What else? Or how someone else has done that to you. And I just heard victim, and I hate using that because I don't like looking at people through those kind of lenses, but maybe there's been some sort of victimization mentality for you or for the person that you've been dealing with, this Libra or this other Pisces. Could be that too. Lots of fears around that. Because the 12th house is about that, like the subconscious fears or something like that. It could be that somebody has subconscious fears about being honest with you or vice versa. That could be another thing. Some of you also could be dealing with a child because that does look like a child angel, but it doesn't have to be. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to let that be the end of this. And that is all I'm going to do on the astrological card side. I'm going to do more readings for each of the signs. Or I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it yet. I may do elements first and then signs. I don't know yet. But I am planning on doing more readings, but I'm going to be doing them tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, remember what I was telling you about the other channel that I have. Right now, this channel is monetized. So I'm staying here for now. But I'd like to move my channel because maybe I'll get a better algorithm to the channel called Apocalyptic Tarot. So if you guys could go like that one, subscribe to it, share, comments, all the stuff that you can do there too. That's where I plan to move my channel eventually. For here though, please like, share, comment, subscribe. There will be a link in the description box where you can leave donations if you are so inclined. And thank you guys so much for your support, and I will see you again soon. Bye guys.